welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's story time. Before we get into it, make sure you are subscribed, give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and turn on your post bell notifications. I gotta catch y'all before the sun goes all the way down. Like, it's setting right now, so I'm gonna try to be fast, but like I don't want to rush through it. But yeah, this is a story time about how my ex used my car while I was at a hair appointment to go cheat on me.
That kind of hurted me though.
While we was back home. And I'm talking about Sean. If you are an OG, you know what to hashtag in the comments. We hate Sean. If you are new, Sean is not my most recent ex. I never thought I was gonna have to say that, because for a long time he was my most recent ex, but I got an ex-husband now, child, so he the ex before my most recent ex. But I have like a whole playlist about who Sean is, so if you want to go check that out, go check that out. He's the most disgusting human being that I have ever encountered in my life. So yeah, I was originally gonna tell y'all a whole different story, but my mood kind of just got thrown a little bit, and I don't know if y'all could tell, like I was just crying. I just had like a whole crying session on the phone with my mama, but we can just get into that another time. I think I'm gonna talk about that on the membership, just because like it's real sensitive, and yeah. But anyways, okay, so like I said, this is a story about how Sean went to go cheat on me. He used my car to go cheat on me after he dropped me off to go get my hair braided, and his mama was in on it. So little context, if you are new here and you just don't know who any of these people are, Sean cheated on me every single chance that he got. He stole from me. He abused me physically, mentally, verbally. Anything bad that could have gone on in a relationship happened in that relationship with me and him. And I think, well, I know that I was like brainwashed. At the time I was 18 and he was like 22 or 23, I can't remember which one. And he just took advantage of me any chance he got. Yeah, I was just very vulnerable. I never dealt with anybody older than me. He secluded everybody out of my life. Well, he secluded me. He made me stop talking to like all my friends and stuff. Be away from my family, just all type of stuff. Like I said, I got a whole playlist on my channel. Go check it out. So this was I think we were out of school for Christmas break, if I'm not mistaken. I really cannot remember. I don't know why we was back in his hometown. And if y'all don't know, which you should know because I've said it, but Sean is from Jacksonville. I don't know why we was back in Jacksonville, but here we is back in Jacksonville driving my car. So also, if I sound stuffy, I think I'm getting sick. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. But anyways, so I'm trying to find somebody to braid my hair, because at this point I had only had my hair braided like twice, maybe three times. Did I already tell this story? I feel like I'm having deja vu. I don't think I told y'all this before. Did I tell y'all this before? I don't think I told this story before. I got so many videos on my page. I don't think I told this story before. If I did, I am so sorry. I don't think I told y'all this before though. So I'm trying to find somebody to braid my hair. At first, I'm trying to find somebody to braid my hair in Daytona. But he's like, no, I want to go see my mom. 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 Like, you want your mom to do what? Like, what you so like, child? Anyway, so I got to laugh from crying. I have to laugh from crying. So he just used to always be so pressed to go see his mommy, go see my mommy, and let me go see my mommy. Okay, so I'm like, all right, so now I gotta find somebody to braid my hair in Jacksonville. And if you've ever been to Jacksonville, like, I don't know if this is just my personal experience, but the girlies are very rude in Duval. I don't know what that's about. I don't know nothing about that. My little damn naive southern ass just all smiles and giggles, and they want to fight. Like, they're really rude and mean in Jacksonville. I'm not even gonna hold you, guys and girls. So I remember I'm just like talking to my mom, and she's like, why don't you just find a man, can y'all see me? Why don't you just, oh, that helped a lot. Look at that, look at that. She was like, why don't you just find an African braiding shop to do your hair? Because that's when the 2 times that I had my hair braided in South Carolina, that's where I would go. I will never forget that lady. Her name was dang, what was her name? I think they just call her auntie. Yeah, I think they just call her auntie. She's like the sweetest lady, but she used to braid my edges up, y'all. I'm surprised I still had hair after I was done going to them, but I didn't know nothing. Mind you, when I was in hair school, my cosmetology teacher was white, y'all. Like all like the 5 black girls who was in hair school, we all had to like learn on our own how to like do weaves and cornrows and just like stuff like that we needed to learn. Like she wasn't teaching us none of that, so I didn't know to tell her like leave my baby hairs out, leave my edges. Like I was so oblivious to everything. So anyways, so I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. So I'm calling around, and I finally found this shop, and they were like they had availability that day, but it's walk-ins only, like they don't do appointments. So I was like, dang, okay, so what that mean? Like she's like, it's basically like first come first serve. Like you just show up whenever they open and they'll get you in like as they are available. So I'm like, okay, bet. So I'm telling Sean like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna be away from you for like the whole day. He probably was like, yes, I'm gonna be away from you for like the whole day. And I'm telling him like, oh, I'm going, like I'm driving, like I'm gonna, you know, like I'm driving my car to the shop, like I'm gonna be away from you. Like you with your mama, why don't y'all drive around? He was adamant. Like he was like, no, I could just drop you off. I'm like, why for what? Like why would you? And mind you, at this time, like at this point in time, I hadn't been through that phone in probably like a cool week. I hadn't been through that phone because I feel like once he knew like we was going to Jacksonville and he knew he wanted to like use my car, he wanted to be on his best behavior. I hadn't been through that phone, y'all. I hadn't been through that phone at all. So I'm just like, what are you making like such a big fuss about it? Like no, like why would you take my, like I don't understand what you talking about dropping me off. Like I just didn't see the point in that. So he was like, it's okay, like you're probably not gonna, like you don't even know like what side of town it's on. Like I'm from here, I can drive, like it's fine. You're probably not gonna want to drive all the way back over here after you get your hair done. Like let me just do something nice for you. Like let me just be a good boyfriend. Like you always complain about me doing da da da. Like let me just be a good boyfriend. But imagine him saying it in like a floor. Like I don't know how to imitate Florida accents, but y'all know how Florida niggas talk. Like just imagine him being like real like hood with it though, because he thought he was from Duval and Atlanta, so he used to try to sound Atlanta but also sound like he from Duval, whatever. So I'm just still not seeing, like you're not convincing me, and I'm just like, no, like this is my car. Like why am I arguing with you about my shit? Like this is not your vehicle. What are we saying right now? He's just like, I can't believe like you just not letting me be the man. Like let me just do something nice for you. Let me just do something nice for you. And I'm just like, it's something going on. Now I don't know if I had mentioned to y'all before in a previous story, but remember I told y'all, which I'm pretty sure I did, remember I told y'all about how one time we had went somewhere like with his mama, and she was like, oh, I saw like your ex or something, like the ex he dealt with like in high school, that he told me, oh, he can't stand her, he hates her. A red flag that I know now in 28 years of living, if a nigga start telling you how much he hate his ex, his baby mama, anybody he used to deal with, and he putting like extra emphasis on like, oh, I can't stand that, it's like I can't stand her, I hate her, that's a red flag. Because no you don't, no you do not, no you don't. And 9 times out of 10 they're still probably messing around. He's still in love with her, she's still in love with him, a combination of the two. He was like putting like extra emphasis on like, yeah, I can't stand her. But your mama is like in love. Remember I told y'all the mama said like with me in the backseat of her car, like, yeah, I almost said his real name, she used to call him Booby. Yeah, Booby, you know, I really liked her. I thought y'all was gonna end up together. Like I thought y'all was gonna be married. I thought y'all was like, that was gonna be like the end all be all for you. Like I thought it was gonna be you and her. While I'm sitting in the back seat of her car, while I'm very much in a relationship with your son, you telling him in front of me where I could fully hear you, you thought him and his ex-girlfriend was gonna end up together and be together, and I was just gonna be that. Like, what? If you don't know how to drive the FedEx truck, why would you have this job? I'm confused. Anyway, keep that in mind. So, I ain't been through that phone. And y'all know he like changing up the passcode to his phone. It was always the same numbers, just in different combination. So what I do, I make sure I seen that that new passcode, put it in my notes. I was gonna go through that phone. Whenever he went to sleep. So I'm going through the phone, y'all. I don't see nothing in the phone. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at me, like I'm tripping. I'm so traumatized from all the other times that you done cheated on me. I'm like putting negativity like in the air, like I'm putting bad vibes into the air. Like he not even doing nothing. No, y'all, he just got better. Like every time, something that I noticed with this relationship, every time I would catch him, which like I should have just like kept my cards like to my, like I should have kept my hand to myself. What's the saying? Not showing my card, whatever. I should have never like told on myself as much as I did when I was finding out information, because I feel like every time he would get caught cheating, like every time I would catch him cheating, he would get better the next time. Like better at hiding the stuff, better at like keeping it a secret, like just better at cheating. And like that sounds so bad to say, like, oh, next time, because like there shouldn't be a next time. Like break up, like let's just break up. But y'all know I ain't know no better back then. And for all the new people who have found my page, when I tell y'all stories, it ain't no point in giving me advice, because like y'all, this was like 10 years ago. I'm 28 years old. I know to choose myself now. Like like hindsight is always 20/20. So like I don't never like tell y'all stories unless like I ask, like, you know, like what would you, and even still then, like if I ask y'all opinion, it's not much that I can like do with the advice, you know what I'm saying? Like I just be wanting to like see what y'all think. But anyways, I don't need no advice from nothing that I did at 18 years old. Yes, I know I was stupid. Yes, I know I was foolish. Yes. Just listen to the story. So nothing was in the phone. So I'm just like, okay, I'm tripping. He not cheating. Like, let me just count a win as a win. So whatever, fast forward to us actually going to Jacksonville. We drive down there, and for some reason I just agreed to like let him drop me off, get the car, whatever. And yeah, because I was like, I ain't find nothing in the phone. He not gonna do nothing. Like he probably just like my car better than his mama car, so maybe he just wanna blast the heat on full blast, because her car don't do that. So maybe he just, you know, like I'm just trying to like think of all like these good things, right? So he ended up dropping me off. Now mind you, the morning of, like I had to like be there early, he was like having like an attitude. Like it was like the same attitude that he had that one time that I told y'all I had strep throat and I needed to go to the emergency room, where I went to urgent care, and he didn't want to take me, and I had to call my mom, and she had to yell at him, like basically beg him to take me to urgent care because I couldn't drive. Remember that? It was given like almost that. Like I'm telling him like I have to be here at this time. They said it's first come first serve. Like I don't know how many braiders, how many chairs, like I don't know if like my appointment spot, I mean like my, you know, like it's gonna be guaranteed, so like we need to come on. He dragging like, oh, I don't want to do it, can we just do it another day, like can you just go later, why was we up so early? Like, so I'm just like, okay, well I'm just driving myself. And as soon as he heard them keys jingling, baby, he got right up. He was like, no, like just give me a second, let me like brush my teeth, put my shirt on, like we could be out the door. I was really finna leave, so I'm just like, not you like putting a little pep in your step now that you hear these little keys jingling. So whatever, he dropped me off. Mind you, it's just him and me. When he dropped me off that morning, he's like, ask him how long it's gonna be, I'm like, why? Like I could just tell you like whenever she's almost done and you could just make your way back here. He's like, no, I need to know the exact time. He needed to know the exact time because he knew what the fuck he was finna do. So he's like, I need to know the exact time. So I go in there and I'm just like, okay, like I'll ask. So I asked, and she's giving me like an estimate. Like I think, to be honest, for the poo ass braids that I had in my hair, I wish I still had a picture. Y'all, those braids were so ugly. They were so ugly. They were like, I've had blonde braids in my hair before. Like, my hair used to be like platinum blonde. My hair used to be like platinum blonde, and I had platinum blonde braids down to my booty. Yes, like the top of my head was platinum blonde and the back of my head was black. Yes, I used to be on that, so I know what like cute braid. It was not even like a platinum blonde type of color. It was like that honey blonde, like that brassy, like ugly golden blonde. And then y'all, they weren't even like knotless, like, you know, it was very much, you could see the knots, the whole knot. Like, it just braid it, y'all. The braids were so poo. I probably kept them in for like a week. I was so pissed that I had to take them braids out because I paid for them myself. And mind you, I'm a broke college student. Like, I had to take them braids out. But anyways, so I think she told me anywhere from like 10 to 12 hours. I kid you not, I was there all day. So I texted him that, and then he had an attitude with me. Like, how you getting mad at me? Like, I told you I could have drove. Like, what? Like, I don't understand. So whatever. So all throughout that day, I'm texting him. He's not texting back. I'm trying to call him, see what he doing, you know, like, not to bother him, but like, I don't have no rule. I was still very much still best friends with Spark at this time, but she still lived in South Carolina, and he was like my only like for real friend. So like, I'm just trying to, like, hey, I'm bored. They don't have no music playing or nothing. I think they had like a movie playing, but like, I couldn't tell what the movie was. I couldn't read the closed captions. Like, I was just bored. I'm trying to like see what my man doing. I'm calling him. He probably answered on like the 10th time I done called him. He's like, what? Like, what's up? What? Ain't you getting your hair done? Like, what's up? Like, why you keep texting me? Like, really had like an attitude. So I'm just like, oh, like, I was just calling to see like what you was doing. Like, I didn't know it was a problem. He was like, I'm taking my mom out to eat. Like, what? Like, what? So I was like, oh, tell her I said hey. He was like, why? Huh? I'm like, what? Like, what do you mean why? Like, what do you, like, tell her I said hey. He's like, why? For what? I'm like, really? So he was like, I'm not doing this with you. Click, hung up. I kid you not, y'all. I kid you not. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why? So I'm texting him like, why are you being weird to me? Like, I knew you was gonna do this. Like, you got my car, I'm stranded, you starting to act weird. He was like, text me when it's like 30 minutes left and I'm finna come get you. Like, I'm not doing this with you today. We finna have a good day. Like, I'm not trying to be into it with you. Like, just like low-key trying to like reassure me that he not doing nothing, but also still being very much a dickhead. So I'm just like, am I tripping? Like, am I the drama? Like, am I doing something wrong, or is it him? It was very much him, sis. It was very much him. So I remember, why do everybody come right here to turn around? And your little toot beep beep. Y'all, I'm parked in front of my house. I'm in the driveway, and obviously the street is in front of me. So anyways, dang, what was I finna say? I don't forgot what I was gonna say. But anyway, so let's just fast forward. The whole appointment gets done, right? The whole appointment gets done. So he picks me up. Mind you, I told him, like, I asked her, like, can you just tell me when it's like almost done, like 30 minutes, so I could tell my ride to like come back and get me. So she was like, okay. I told him 30 minutes, and it ended up taking like a little over like an hour more, like 30 minutes plus 30 minutes plus like a little bit more, so like over like an hour more. And he was pissed. I'm like, well, she told me 30 minutes. That's when I texted you. He was like, you playing with me. I stopped my plans to come get you. Mind you, you're in my vehicle. I stopped my plans to come get you. You playing. Like, he probably says like some other bullshit, like try to like make me feel bad or whatever. And I'm just like, nigga, you're in my car. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And mind you, this was towards like, this is like the ending of our relationship. Like, after this happened, I probably stayed maybe like a week or two, maybe like 3 weeks more. Like, this was towards like the downfall, like the ending of our relationship. So like, I'm starting to like speak up for myself a little bit more, realize my worth, just all type of stuff. So I'm just like, how the fuck are you mad at me? And you in my, like, again, referencing back, you're in my vehicle. So he's just like, okay, whatever, like, we out here, just come on out, like, whenever, like, I'ma just stay, like, I was gonna leave, but I'ma just stay, like, just, we out here. He was talking about we, like, him and his mama. So I go to the car when I'm done. Now, we can have a whole debate about this. We can have a whole debate about this, okay? Literally a whole debate. Drop in the comments if this is your man. We gonna put my car aside, the fact that this is my car to the side, just a car in general. Your man come get you, his mama's in the front seat. Do you think the mama is supposed to go to the back, or should she stay in the passenger seat? Now, I feel like a couple different ways. Because this is my car, I think that you should just get the fuck out, but at least move, because this is my shit. But if small chance in hell that this was your son's car, me being a girlfriend, I don't think that the mama should switch with me. I'll get on the back. However, if I was married, and I'm not even gonna use Sean as an example, because it's the way I would never get married to that man. Let's just use my next husband as an example. My next husband gonna politely tell his mama, "Ma, go ahead, scoot to the back." Actually though, I'm gonna have such a great relationship, because I'm never going through the same shit that I went through with my ex-in-laws. I'm never going through that shit ever again. Me and my next mama-in-law gonna be so cool. It's not gonna even be that deep. Sis, stay in the front. You got that, queen. I'm not tripping about no seating arrangements, but it is supposed to go wife over mom. That's what the Bible say. When a man finds a wife, he leaves his family. Wife get priority over mama. I'm just saying, if you don't like it, hey, I'm just the messenger. Take that up with God. He's the one who told me to tell y'all that wife gets priority over mother. Literally. I'm just telling y'all what the Lord told me to tell y'all. So anyways, so do y'all think she got her, now I'm not a wife at this time, but like, do y'all think she got her big funky ass out the passenger seat to let me sit in the passenger seat of my car? No, she didn't. No, she did not. So this is when, like, I feel like Sean kind of knew, like it was like sometimes he just didn't care, because like I would be bringing up like breaking up like almost like daily at that point, and like sometimes he would be like, okay, so just break up, like let's just break up, like let's just do it then. And then other times he would be like, I want to fight for my relationship, like I really want to be with you, I'm so in love with you, da da da. I feel like his mama kind of like already like sensed that like a breakup was coming, and she just didn't give a fuck. Like she already just did not really like me for real, and like she just stopped caring, like at this point, like the downfall of our relationship. Because let me tell y'all how trifling this bitch is. Him and her, it's not, the blame is not just on her, him and her. So remember I told y'all he got the one ex from high school. Mind you, she is a Jacksonville native. She is, oh excuse me, she is from Jacksonville. Mind you, colleges are out on Christmas break. Everybody back home. Everybody in the city. So let's just say the girl name is Mackenzie. Like she has like a very distinct name. Like nothing that you can like play off like, oh, I didn't say her name, like I said somebody else. No, like a very distinctive name. So they're just talking. I'm like, oh, what y'all do today? Da da da. And the mama just casually throws out, oh yeah, Booby took me. Did she call him Booby or Booby? Yeah, Booby. Booby took me to it's like this little, like one of their little like town centers or whatever. I forgot what it's called. Like, oh, he took me to da 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 town center, whatever it's called. We looked in some stores, and then we got some lunch. I forgot like what the restaurant, whatever. We went to Bahama Breeze, and we met up with Mackenzie. And I'm looking at him, and she just looking straight, and he looking at me through like the rear view mirror, like looking at me, and I'm looking at him and looking at her. I said, you met up with who? Mackenzie. You remember I told you about Mackenzie from high school? Mackenzie he went to school with. I said his ex-girlfriend. She was like, yeah, but Lauren, you know they're still friends, like trying to play it off. I said, so you met up with your ex-girlfriend while I was getting my hair done, driving my car? You met up with your ex-girlfriend? Well, she just met us for lunch. I said, oh wow, okay. And then what? And then what? And then she said, well, I don't know what happened after that. Booby dropped me off back home. Where was Mackenzie at when you got dropped back off at home? Y'all sound like y'all was the damn three musketeers in this bitch. Where was Mackenzie at after you got dropped back off at your one-bedroom apartment? I said, oh wow. Oh wow. So I'm like, okay, so I'm just taking all this information in, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to eat. And she's like, okay, well, y'all can just do y'all own thing. I'm finna go see my man. Because remember I told y'all she had a boyfriend this whole time. Even though contrary to popular belief, she wanted her son to be her man. She definitely did have a boyfriend. His name was Sherman. Help that man. But yeah, so she's like, oh, I'm gonna go be with my man, da da da. Y'all figure it out, whatever. So they go up in the house. I don't know if he did this on purpose, if he was slipping, rookie mistake, because it's like I told y'all, every time I would catch him cheating, he would get better at it, because I was like telling him how I was catching him so he wouldn't make that mistake again. He go up in the house, he probably like was like, oh, I gotta like use the bathroom or something. He left his phone, y'all. He left his phone. Okay, hear me and hear me good, because this is gonna be the end of it. He left his phone. Mind you, I just went through that phone like a couple days ago before we came down here. He wasn't doing nothing. I didn't find nothing. Da, da, da. I go to the motherfucking message threads. Mackenzie is the most recent one. Mackenzie, you text to Mackenzie. I'm scrolling to the top. He done text her, good morning, beautiful. I can't wait to see you later today. I can't wait to see you. I've been dreaming about you. I had a dream about you. Like, I'm so happy. Mom is coming. All in my fucking car, y'all. All in my car. I can't wait. He must have did a skip and a hop. Like, he couldn't wait. She all texted back, yes, I'm so excited. I missed you so much. It's been years. Like, I can't believe you hit me up. Like, this is just a fairy tale. Oh my gosh, Disney movie. Right? So they met up, they had lunch. He dropped the mama off. He said, I'm gonna spin back. Like, I'm gonna come back I'm gonna pull up on you so we can talk. Like, just us two. He pulled back up on that girl. She came and sat in my car. The text messages was like, oh, your lips are so soft. Oh, yours too. I missed you. He said, I wanted to do more, but it sucks that you're on your cycle. So what you was gonna do? Bust the bitch down in my back seat? Another one? When I read that, I kind of like, because normally what would happen is I would see stuff in his phone and like my heart would get to racing, my ears would get hot, my cheeks would get hot, I would get hot, like I would start sweating, like I would be damn near having like an anxiety attack, for real, every time I would catch him cheating. This time I knew I was finna be done with him. I was so calm with the shit, and like even like sometimes I would like check his phone in the car, like he would like step away, I would like hurry up and like put the phone back down. He walked back to the car, I was holding his phone. I was holding his phone, looking through the messages while he got back in the car. He looked down at the cup holder. He seen it wasn't my phone in my hand, it's his phone. So I just calmly turned to him and I looked at him and I said, you was making out with Mackenzie in my car and you wish you could have did more, but she was on her period? He was like, man. That's all he could say. Man, he ain't snatch his phone. He ain't get mad. He ain't yell at me. And it was at that point that he knew this relationship was over. Literally. And my thing is this, because yes, you could argue and say, oh well, Lauren, why didn't you leave? I told y'all, I keep telling y'all, every time I tell y'all Sean's story time and y'all be in the comments fighting for y'all life, why didn't you just leave? Bitch, I was 18 and brainwashed. You ever been 18 and dealt with a man 2, 3, 4 years older than you? Somebody who trying to groom you, somebody who trying to put seeds in your head. This is the first time I've been out on my own. I'm in a new state. I wasn't sheltered all my life, but like, come on, bro. Like, he telling me nobody's gonna want you, and I'm believing it, y'all. I'm 18 and vulnerable. Like, no matter how grown I might think I am, I'm still a kid at the end of the day. So yes, you could argue, oh, why didn't you leave? Why didn't he leave me alone? You've literally cheated for the whole duration of our relationship. You stolen from me, cheated on me, pregnancy scares, public and private embarrassment. Like, you name it, he did it. Why won't y'all argue why he didn't break up with me? Why he didn't leave? Because I was the dummy that kept taking him back, that kept giving him another chance, that kept listening to, oh, nobody's gonna want you, nobody's gonna want to be with you, after they know that me and you was together, and knowing my face good around this city, nobody's gonna want to be with you, nobody's gonna want to touch you. You think you got that much pull? And quite literally, if I snap my fingers at like a few of y'all homeboys, they would come. Literally. All loyalty aside. Like, let's be fucking for real. Like, I'm talking about like homies, his homies. Like, I could pull up DMs as most recent as like this year. What are you talking about? So I'm just reading through the messages, and I'm scrolling, and he been texting her for months. He's been texting her for months, and I don't know how I didn't catch that. He must have had her name saved under like a different name, and then for whatever reason he changed it back to her real name whenever he saw her. I don't know what that was about, but yeah, I just locked his phone. I clicked the lock button, I handed him his phone back, and I told him what I wanted to eat, and I didn't say anything to him for the rest of the night. Like, he kept trying to talk about, like, he kept trying to like talk to me like, can we just talk about it, can we just talk about it? Because like I told y'all, whenever you go silent, like, and when somebody's trying to argue with you, not saying he was like trying to argue with me, but I was just giving him the silent treatment, that like clicks in somebody's brain as like rejection. So now you trying to cop a plea. Don't try to cop a plea when you was just Billy Badass just in my car driving around the city with your ex, talk about her lips were so soft and you wanted to do more, but you couldn't because she was on her cycle. So I said, I'm gonna drive back to Daytona in the morning. You could stay here with your mom, or you could do whatever. Hey, have Mackenzie bring you back to your apartment. Have Mackenzie do that. He's like, we're not doing that, we're not doing that. If you leave, I'll leave. I'm like, I'm leaving. I'm definitely leaving, because I think we were supposed to stay for like a couple more nights. I'm definitely leaving. And the fact that like your mom knew that you met, like, I don't know if his mama knew that like he was like kissing all up on her and stuff and feeling all up on her in my car when she was gone, but the fact that you have a girlfriend and your mom was cool with meeting up with your ex-girlfriend in your current girlfriend's car, and then told your current girlfriend that y'all met up with the ex-girlfriend, the blatant disrespect. The blatant fucking disrespect. You, Cheryl. Yeah, that's her real name. I don't know if I used it before whenever I was telling y'all initially about her, but yeah, that's her real name. Cheryl. I won't say the last name, but yeah. Stop playing with me. So that was just that on that. That was the time that yeah, that was the time that Sean dropped me off at my hair appointment to go cheat on me in my car with his mama in the passenger seat. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to participate in Vlogmas. Maybe I'll just do like a week of story times, but I also don't want to promise that, because like sometimes I be getting like really overstimulated and I don't want to turn my camera on, but I do want to participate in something. So like, I'm just a girl. I'm literally just a girl. I want to vlog tomorrow. My hair is done. I don't have to do much tomorrow. Also, please don't ask for no more hair content, because like y'all know I do stuff so unorthodox. So like the way I do my hair, your hair is not gonna come out like this. I promise you it's not. But if you do try, I did these with my flat iron. I know a lot of y'all don't like doing flat iron curls, but I prefer them sometimes. And I just like big messy hair. Like I just like big messy hair. Like, so I curled it and it was really tight and it was giving like Shirley Temple Sunday school little girl, and then I just brushed them out. I really want them to drop even more than this, so it can just give like messy beach wave. But yeah, I'm sorry if I'm a disappointment. I'm so sorry. But yeah, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. I love you and I appreciate you, but you already knew that. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that now for me, please. If you don't do nothing else, just make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Tell me how much you hate Sean. Tell me how much you hate him, because I know it's coming. Turn on your post bell notifications. If you want to join the membership, the link to join the membership is always going to be the link in my description box. Click on that link. It's going to take you to the exact page. It's going to show you step by step how to do it. Join the membership. It's tea on there, honey. And also, if you are in the membership, you get extra content and you get early access to all the content. So I'm just putting that out there. You don't got to, but I think that's well worth $5.99. I'm just saying. And yeah, I think I'm gonna confidently say I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow for another video, because I really do want to record something tomorrow. So I'm just gonna put that out there in the air. And yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna start rambling, and I know y'all don't like that. I don't know why y'all be telling me what to do on my page, but hey, whatever. I love y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all later. Bye.